Hey y'all, welcome to Nat and Grace Revelations. This is Tarot Tia. This is going to be a spirit driven reading. I'm not sure if signs will be attached to it, but it will be a general to at least begin off with. I'll probably break it down onto Patreon. So if you want to follow me on Patreon, it's under Tarot by Tia LLC. Or you can search Tarot Tia and it'll pop right up for you. But majority of content is going over on Patreon. Um, let's see. There's been this big universal energy of jealousy, anger, aggression, and it's getting to the point to where it seems like it's becoming dangerous, or people are becoming very unhealthy because of the hate that they're harboring, whether it's to someone over situations, especially if I heard the letter DR. So those letters could be significant here. And I heard something about medical advice. I keep hearing she gave me medical advice, almost as if someone is trying to sue someone or make it seem as if someone is doing things that they should not be doing. So I don't know if you're a tarot reader or if you do something, to where you advise others and someone is trying to accuse you of misguiding them. You know what I mean? Things like that. But that could be a really big factor in this equation. I heard Satan very loud and clear. Very loud and clear. I cannot make this shit up, y'all. These people are fucking crazy. Seeing cheese. Cheese. Yeah, there's a liar here, or a bunch of lies and deception that someone is trying to cycle out of or clear themselves from. Deceptive energies, people that don't really, that aren't being real. Situations that are inauthentic, things that just are almost like mirages, facades. Her Scorpio. I don't have Scorpio here. I actually have Libra and Aquarius next to each other. But it feels like somebody is trying to get away from a cycle of lies or get away from someone who keeps cycling back into a situation or opportunity based off of lies, especially if this person is pretending to be something or someone that they aren't. Especially if it seems like someone is pretending to take on another's identity. They're stealing somebody else's identity or getting away with a false identity, a false image, possibly catfishing people. The letter P is very significant. The letter P and the letter R. So yeah, someone looks like they're finally starting to get afraid or uncomfortable because it's almost like a single white female energy. Like if you've ever seen that movie and the girl got the roommate and the roommate started to like dress like her and cut her hair like her, and then I think at one part in the movie she has sex with her boyfriend and the boyfriend thought it was her, you know. So it feels like this is a really big factor to where somebody is really trying to be like somebody or trying to carry themselves as if they are authentic, pure, being genuine, real. And it seems like it's becoming more and more obvious that this person is not real. Their body might not be real. Their personality is not real. You get what I'm saying? Because this is an energy that has more of a persona than personality. You know what I mean? They're acting like a character instead of having character. And it's a big fucking difference between persona and personality. Because people that have personality are not putting on a show. They just are who they are. They're authentic. And people who try to portray a persona are wearing masks for the public. This is who I want you to believe that I am. You know what I mean? And then when they get by themselves or around their regular people, natural settings. Sorry, I had to make sure we were still recording. They take off that mask, and it feels like, and I heard that's the real you. Like, yes. So it feels like authenticity is a really big factor here. Because somebody knows that this other energy is pretending to be something that they aren't, but they're doing it to be able to outwork somebody that they're influenced by. They're only doing this to put on a show, to put on a front for entertainment purposes. Kind of like wrestling, you know what I mean? Like it's not real. Yeah, they're wrestlers, but the actual fighting, the action is not real. No matter how much how much or how entertaining it is. But again, you know how much they're paid, or the fame, the fortune, or whatever is like a driving force to live that fake ass lifestyle. And the people watching it, some may know that it's fake and still like the shit, and some may not even understand that the shit that they're watching is not really happening. You know, it's kind of like television or Hollywood and shit like that, to where they're surrounded by all of these fake ass people, or people are used to idolizing these fake ass people. So the real people kind of fall under the radar, or would be considered underground, you know? Because in this 3D realm, this is Satan's realm, y'all. This is Satan's world, this box, this cube, the energy of Saturn. You know what I mean? And fake shit, material shit is what is idolized. And things that are pure, real, authentic, come from a place of love, that are whole, godly, okay, aren't as popular as these other things, as these material things. Okay. And it feels like that is a really big factor here, to where someone is living through gimmicks. Again, a fake personality. Like they're just doing shit just for attention, or acting like, you know what I mean? Putting on a show and being theatrical and that type of shit to attract people to them. But when you say, for instance, if you meet this energy in person, they're not going to have any type of personality. They're not going to know the shit that they actually are trying to say that they know. They're not going to have the skill set or whatever to actually be a contender in these fields, in these careers, in this lifestyle. You know, it's kind of like the example that just came to me actually was when Future said that he stopped drinking lean and doing drugs like way before he stopped rapping about that shit. But he knew that that's what the fans wanted. The fans wanted that lean sipping drug, you know what I mean, using music. So he kept pushing that shit out because he didn't want to disappoint his fans. And this morning, as I was taking my kids to school, I was hearing that I'm too sexy for syrup or some shit like that. That Drake and Future shit. I think it's Drake and Future, y'all. Don't let me lie, because I only heard Future. But it's like, I'm too sexy for this syrup. I'm too sexy for you know what I mean, the drugs. Flat the fuck out. You get what I'm saying? So now that he's comfortable in his own skin and comfortable pushing out who he actually is, he can talk about that stuff. He, you know what I mean? And it's being supported, it's being loved now. But just to think about how many lives and energies and souls may have been influenced by that Molly popping, lean sipping music. It's heartbreaking to me, I'll be honest, because it's like, bro, like, that's not even you. Motherfuckers were infatuated by a motherfucker that wasn't even real. Okay? An energy that was not even authentic. Just because that's what brought in the money, the material shit. That's what kept this 3D lifestyle going for him. So he sacrificed his true self, his authenticity, for money, material shit, for fame. That's what it feels like somebody is doing here. Pretending to like things that they're not into, pretending to be somebody that they aren't, pretending to have experience that they do not have, pretending to have talents, gifts, and abilities that they truly do not fucking have. Just because they want to work towards this specific image, or they're trying to use their image to cater to what they think other people will like, trying to get attention by being something that they aren't. So it seems to me as if people are starting to wake up, become a lot more aware of what's happening here, a lot more spiritually in tune with the people that they're working with, working around, or the energies that they're allowing into their life. Whether it be through people, opportunities, music, food, I don't care what it is. These energies are becoming a lot more conscious of the decisions that they're making, the connections that they're making, what they're investing their time, energy, and attention into, what they're using their resources for, how they're using and managing their influence. There are people who give a fuck about that. You hear me? We're not going to put on a show just to be able to keep followers. We're not going to pretend and lie and be fake just to be able to have friends. And there's somebody here who thinks that this fake shit is fun. This because again, they're attracting the fame, the fortune, the recognition based off of doing something that they aren't even good at. Being somebody that they don't even like. To hang around people that don't mean them no good. To have access to things that they thought would bring them happiness, bring them joy, just to still be extremely unfulfilled in life once they achieve these goals, once they get these positions, once they receive these resources. It don't feel the same without you, is what I heard. Flat the fuck out. Because they have dismissed everything that was real about themselves, everyone that was real in their life, to become the center of attention, her centerfold. So I don't know if this person is a model, modeling, or their goal was to be like a vixen or more physically attractive. But this energy ain't working on their soul. And I explain that as well, like when it comes to these people getting cosmetic surgery and fixing all of this shit on the outside of themselves, thinking that it's going to please them, make them happy, just to still feel the same. But it's because they're not working on their heart. You can't do shit just for attention and think that it's going to make you happy. Because these people are not going to be around authentically. These people are not around for the soul. They're around for your body also. You hear me? They're not attracted to your mind because you're not working on that. They're attracted to the body, the vessel, the 3D realm, Saturn. You hear me? We are made in the image of God, the Most High, pure, natural beings, entities, spirits. Mankind is from the work of Satan. So you have these divine energies, the angels. Okay? Some of those angels decided to come down to the 3D realm. And when they got down here, they saw these humans. I like them. I like them. I like them. And started to mate with these physical beings. Angels, divine beings, started to mate with mankind who have an animalistic nature. The beast, okay? So they created this offspring that turned around to eat the people that created them because they were much bigger and greater. They required more energy, more food, more attention, more power than they were divinely given. So you have these hybrid beings. These beings are not from God. These beings are not godly because they are created in the devil's image, in the image of the beast. Okay? There's a big difference between man and mankind. And it feels like these energies, again, that are divine, pure, that are not hybrids, that have not been created, build-a-bitches type shit, are now being seen as the authentic ones, as the pure ones, as those who are made in God's image, or those that are finding the God within themselves to continue to spread light onto this into these dark situations, or onto these dark minds, these lost souls. This physical body, the flesh, is Satan's. The soul is God's. Okay? So it feels like there are going to be energies who are going to be apologizing excessively for trying to suck the light, the life, the energy out of these pure people, these pure opportunities, for trying to sabotage others' reputations, others' emotional health, simply to satisfy their flesh. They're tainting the image of someone, or their perception of what someone does for a living, what someone is about. They're not really sure how to handle the guilt, the pain of taking this person's life, trying to take their freedom, trying to put physical burdens onto an angel, a divine being. So this person may float through life, fly through life, okay? They may look like things come very easy to them. They may look like they're always the favorite. They may look favored, okay? Because they are. Because they are. It's not that this energy is pretending to be special, pretending to be enlightened. They are. Okay? And that's nothing that can be taken from this energy in life or in death. Because death to this physical vessel is true life. That is freedom. And I don't mean this in a suicidal type of manner, y'all. I mean, this 3D world that we live in, this box, this cube, this being controlled by Saturn, is enslavement to Satan. Being confined in this flesh. When Lucifer was cast out of heaven, he was under restrictions and limitations that he didn't have before. You get what I'm saying? We are under those same restrictions and limitations in this physical realm. Once the soul is set free from this physical vessel, you are back to becoming a spirit. We don't have the same limitations that these physical beings or physical vessels have. If you've ever seen a movie, I think it may be called Labyrinth, where the guy is able to walk on the ceiling. I think maybe David Bowie had a music video like this, where he's able to walk on the ceilings and walk on the walls, and you know what I mean. It's upside down, inside out type shit. Things that we cannot do in this physical realm. The soul, the spirit can do. Okay? And it feels like that is a big factor here. Freedom, consciousness, awareness, power. But this power is divine, not man-made. It's a big ass difference. So it's going to come across as if it's a little stronger, a little smarter, a little faster, a little sharper, a little more helpful. But there are people here who want this power bad, but they don't realize that this power comes from within. There's nothing that you can do with the physical body to obtain this power. You have to do it with the mind and the heart. The heart chakra, the third eye, decalcifying the pineal gland. So it's like someone who works out every day, they're all big and buff, right? But this horror movie isn't one of those, I guess they call them slasher films, like Michael Myers, Freddy Krueger type shit. This ain't that. This is a spiritual battle. To where you'll have to fight entities. So you can be big, buff, and strong. There's nothing wrong with being healthy. But if the mind and the heart is not healthy, you'll get beat the fuck up every fucking time trying to fight this spiritual battle. So I explain that to people with like plant-based dieting and stuff like that. You can say that you're vegan all you want, or vegetarian, or whatever the fuck, pescatarian. I don't give a fuck what you are. But if you're not as intelligent as a motherfucker who eats McDonald's every day, your lifestyle means nothing. It means nothing. There are people who are putting in the spiritual work, the effort to grow from the inside out. They're weeding out the inside of their bodies. Versus the energies that are just putting on a suit of armor and thinking that that's going to be enough. You can't be dumb in war. Ignorance is not bliss at all. Ignorance is a quick way to get killed. Ignorance will get you killed. So trying to pretend, trying to fake it till you make it ain't gonna be enough. You have to become who God, the Most High, your spiritual self, is calling you to be. Go through the paths, down the path that you're being called to go down. Learn the lessons that God is trying to teach you. Ain't no skipping and hopping and jumping around that shit. Or you're going to repeat these cycles, this cycle Come back to Saturn over and over and over and over. The rings. You're going to keep going around this bitch. The focus is not Saturn. The focus is the sun. Why focus on one planet instead of the center of the universe? But there are some energies who have not awakened yet, y'all. And there's nothing that we can do to wake these people up. Everyone has to wake up on their own time. All that we can do is become our best selves and influence these people to become their best selves. But a lot of these people will treat you as if you finding happiness, grace, love, and peace within yourself is a threat to their existence. So they'll come at you. Who do you think you are? Or you think you the shit? Or all you think you know it all? You think you know everything? You think you popping? It ain't about thinking. It's about knowing at that point. Because those of us that know that God is within us, we don't think shit. We know who the fuck we are. And it ain't shit a human being can tell us or can change about that. Because no matter what setting that you put us in or what's done to this physical body, we know that we are no longer a slave to it or will be confined in this bitch. We know how to consciously move ourselves into bigger and better positions, settings, beings, because we understand and understand that we have the power to do that. But when you get those people, woe is me, you know what I mean? They want to play the role of fucking Eeyore. You have to let them do that. There's nothing that you can do to change somebody's perception of themselves. Or I will tell you this, it is not your duty to get someone to change their perception of themselves. I heard I wish you the best, flat out. Especially if there's a Brie, a Brit, a Bri, bro. These energies need to start learning how to uplift their own spirits, pick themselves up. I heard you better get up off your shoulders like Friday. And that's funny because that it still makes fucking sense. Like he owe Big Worm $200 and he's trying to still sit on the porch. Oh, woe is me. This nigga trying to kill me over $200. And nigga, you better go sell that weed. You get what I'm saying? That's the difference. Nobody's going to sit on the porch. Those who understand that they have the power to go get it, they're not going to sit on the porch and wait to get fucking smoked by Big Worm. They're going to get up and go do what they got to do to try to come up with that $200 to keep living, to keep thriving, to live another day. You get what I'm saying? This is all the protection you need. But you get what I'm saying? It's the mind and it's in the heart. It's not about this physical shit, these physical weapons, this physical power. If you know better, you're going to do better. But there are people who think that they knew, they thought, they're still thinking. And it's like, bitch, you better know something. Flat out. If you're still questioning or have relationships around you that you have to question, people around you that you have to question, opportunities that you're questioning yourself in, That shit is never going to play out in the way that you expect it to. It's not going to work in your favor. You have to know that this is for you. Know that this is your path. Know that this is your calling. Know that God got you. You got to know that. God, source, universe, the most high, however you see that energy. You got to know that. Ain't no stressing when you know that you got the power to create and destroy anything that does not serve you or create opportunities that will work in your favor. We don't sit around and wait. God gave us the power to be able to create. We are made in God's image. Generator, operator, destroyer. You hear me? We have the power to create and the power to destroy. We're not just here just to be here. Things don't happen just to happen. Thought, the mind, is our magic wand. That's where our superpowers come from. And having the heart and courage to activate those thoughts, to act upon those thoughts. Having the ability to love, not just ourselves, but others. That's a superpower. And there are a lot of empathic energies that are here that have been made to be weak, naive, taken advantage of. These energies have been trampled upon. But the wild thing about this is that the same people that have trampled upon these loving energies are coming back, asking for help, assistance, love, attention, because they're thirsty. Oh, we hurt the person that was helping us. We fucked over the person that was, our go-to, the resource, the one with the light, the one with the information, the real one, the chosen one. And that's where free will lies. Because having love and compassion inside of you don't mean you got to be stupid. We forgive, but we don't forget. We know. If you fucked me over, don't think that I'm about to fuck with you again. Don't think that I appreciate you apologizing. I appreciate you making these offers to mend the relationship. But I don't need you in my life because I know. I know who you are. I know how you'll function in personal relationships. I know how you truly feel about me type shit, right? Especially if there's a feast. It's almost as if somebody was offering someone water before this energy realized that they were thirsty. But now that there's nothing to drink, no one to pour into them, into these situations, these opportunities emotionally, they want to come back to the source. I heard call on God, don't call on me, flat out. Because I ain't got nothing for you. I heard you still owe me $200. That's hilarious. You got to put in the work. Opportunities were laid out. And if these people made the decisions to throw these opportunities, these relationships away because they thought that they had emotional satisfaction that was not real. They thought the pleasure was real. They thought this physical attractiveness, that all of this shit was going to make them somebody, let them have that. Because they chose to create a life built off of lies, material shit, facades, which destroyed this opportunity, this relationship. That's how they chose to use their God energy. It's not about not loving these people, not giving a fuck about these people, none of that. You can still love people from a distance, but they don't got to be in your life. If you know this motherfucker stole from you the last time they came to your house, why would you welcome them back in? Why would you invite them over? But if you choose to do that and this shit happens again, who can you blame? Not to say that it's right that motherfucker is going to steal from you again, but you created the space and the opportunity for it to happen. We don't welcome hurt and pain into our lives. We don't welcome fake ass people in our lives. We don't participate in fake shit. Because when you activate your God self, when you become who God is calling you to be, it becomes painful to have small talk, to fuck with people that you know have ill will towards you, to be in situations to where you know these people have an ill intent. Anything that's not coming from the heart becomes heavy to be a part of or to be around. Because we feel everything. And when you love yourself and have genuine love for the people and opportunities that you're a part of, being fake with that shit or fake with these people ain't a factor. So you can feel it very easily. It's almost like these people take showers every fucking day, and somebody who doesn't shower at all comes into the room. There's a stench that's never been there before. You know something is off. You know something's not right. And you'll be able to easily pinpoint that energy because all these other people took showers or clean. You get what I'm saying? It's a difference. We're not just going to accept that energy into our circles, into our lives, into what we're manifesting. And not because they don't fit in. It's because of the quality of life, the quality of existence. There is a difference. There's a difference in frequency. So if you know this energy is messy as hell, gossiping, talking shit, trying to talk behind your back, criticize you, bring you down, it's having conversations that you know cannot uplift you, cannot talk about things that are on your level, cannot help you elevate yourself, activate your God self. Don't pretend that that's what they're doing. It's almost like you have the opportunity to eat a home cooked meal, and then there's somebody here that has this play kitchen set and they're serving you these little plastic pieces of food. So you're playing pretend with a child. That food ain't really filling you up, but in that child's mind, they think you're really eating that shit. You get what I'm saying? These are very immature energies mentally and spiritually. So they can't nourish you. They can't cook for real. They don't know what they're doing or talking about. Playing pretend is cool, it's entertaining. But these people ain't kids. Don't pretend to give me real food when I know this shit is plastic. But there are some people that are going to keep going along with this shit. They're going to keep going along with it because they don't want to face the fact that they have to learn how to cook, or they have never tasted real food. So they don't even know what they're missing out on. There's no smell, no taste in this environment until these godly energies, these energies that have the ability to cook, walk into the equation. And they threaten these people's little fake ass worlds, fake ass reality. Like, that's not even a real stove. What do you think you're cooking? There is no playing pretend anymore. There is no patty cake with these bitches anymore. It's either time to level up or let your spirit die along with these other people that are being fed fake bullshit or okay with consuming fake ass shit. They're being led to the slaughter. And they'll laugh and mock you, make fun of you, think that you're crazy, think that you're making shit up, like their whole world ain't fake. And you have to let that happen. Just allow it to happen. Because like I said, it is not our duty to teach these people. It is our duty to lead those who are willing and ready to follow. You can't force someone to see the light inside of you. So if they don't get it, they don't understand what you're talking about, those who do will naturally gravitate towards you. Clear out these fake ass people, these fake ass energies, and make space for the real. You get what I'm saying? It's like somebody that has a whole lot of fake ass jewelry, fake gold everywhere, and they're holding on to this stuff. They value this stuff, but in reality, it's not going to have any, it's not worth nothing. And they may laugh at the person that saved all of their money for real gold, that invested in real gold. My chain is bigger than yours. I got more rings, more bracelets, more jewelry than you. Of course, if it's fake, of course you do. But this one real chain is worth more than every piece of fake jewelry this motherfucker owns. So they can look good temporarily. Can they shower with that shit on? How long is it going to last? Their jewelry's eventually going to tarnish. But yours won't. You can cleanse yourself and yours. They can't do that. And deep down inside, that's what some of these energies know. That no matter how much they have, their soul ain't clean. Or they can't clean their soul having all this fake ass shit on. This fake ass persona. This fake ass lifestyle. This fake ass image. Or they cannot help others cleanse themselves. Because this motherfucker's scared of the water. They know what it's going to do to them in their jewelry. Don't let these fake ass people make you question your reality or have you questioning who the fuck you are or questioning your existence, questioning your purpose just because they don't get it. Because a lot of them do get it. They just know that they're not ready to put in that legwork to become who you are growing into or who you have become. They're toxic. And it drives me crazy because it's like this trend to where it's like narcissists and toxic and those type of phrases are becoming like fucking cliche and like, you know what I mean? Or even people thinking that shit is cute. Like, oh, I'm toxic as fuck. Like, bitch, get your life together. Stop being that then. Like, that shit's not cute. Ain't nothing cute about being toxic, poisoning the heart, the mind, the spirits of other people in no type of way. Work, family, friend, or romantic. There's nothing cute or funny or attractive about that shit. But like will attract like. So let these motherfuckers continue to gravitate towards one another while you pull your energy away. It feels like someone is moving into a position to where they are becoming an influencer or influencing a major influence, playing a very, very influential role in the lives of very important people. I heard Tuka. Because they're learning from them. They're understanding themselves from your influence, from what you've taught them, what you're showing them. They're getting the bigger picture. And it feels like there's someone here who's about to testify or become a witness, share their testimony in some type of way that may be leaving someone incarcerated or putting someone in a position to where they are empowered enough to block out the energies that want to run in and out of their life, the energies that want to be fake with them, the energies that don't share any sense of loyalty, morality, dignity, respect, self-respect. They just want to have fun. They just want to kick it. They just want to, again, be entertaining, be idolized. We don't do this for idolization. We don't do this for people to look up to us. We do this because this is what we were called to do. You get what I'm saying? I don't care what you do for a living or what you're a part of. It's just like if somebody's like, yeah, I want to feed the homeless. That motherfucker's not doing that to play the role of God. They're in a position to where they know that they can help. And they're doing that shit from the heart. So you have those people that will do things like that. And then you have those people that have to record themselves doing that type of shit. So other people think that they're a good person. Are you helping these people, this person, these energies, or a part of this situation because your heart is in it? Or is this all coming from the ego? You can see and feel the difference. The only people that feel that shit are the same people that do shit out of ego, just like them. But those who are real gravitate to the real. So all the theatrics and bullshit and cameras and lights and fucking entertainment, all of that shit, we don't need that. We don't need that. The mass followings, we don't need that to continue our mission or to feel like we've served the purpose. Ain't nobody, enough people ain't see my outfit type ass energies. We don't have to move like that because we don't give a fuck who's seeing us. Are you feeling me? This ain't about looking at us, idolizing us. Do you feel where the fuck I'm coming from? And if you don't, cool. Get the fuck on. But they won't move along. They're just sitting and watching and hating and stalking, obsessed, because they know that they want to learn, they want to grow, they want to be bigger and better. but I don't want to learn from you. I don't want to come across as if I'm influenced by you. I don't want to say that I got the game or that you taught me shit because my ego won't allow me to give you your props. My ego won't allow me to say you're good, you're the best, you're great. Thank you. But they still watching though. I heard Whitty or Whitney. I heard Reed, Reeve, Reed. And I heard Ready, Ready. I don't want people to think that I'm influenced by you, that I'm listening to you, that I'm learning from you, that you taught me anything. I won't admit that, right? Right. But in reality, everything that they know, they're doing, they're wearing, they're saying, they're a part of is following in the footsteps of an energy that they refuse to admit they're getting their style, their information, they've gotten their lifestyle from. It's all because of ego. I'm hearing, what is that? Gorilla Zoe. Oh my gosh, what was that song called, y'all? Hood nigga. That is so random. Um, oh gosh, I can't remember the words to it, but all the hoes watching. Some be steady rocking. Something like that. Like, and she said she want a hood nigga. I keep the perk by the pound. Like that's the chorus to it, but I don't remember the words, y'all. But that whole shit just played in my head. Be steady rocking. Something like that. That is so random. Not sure how that's going to resonate. But it just feels like so much life and abundance is pouring out and back within to those that are genuinely sharing their light and love with others or putting positive energy into the universe. So they look like they're, again, being blessed or rewarded for that, honored for that, respected for that. I heard keys. It's almost like somebody has a key to the city. But this key feels like it comes with the ability to open up the heart chakras, minds, and consciousness of other people. Not for physical power. They've been granted a spiritual key, a spiritual gift. They're being granted spiritual rewards, spiritual blessings, spiritual talents, okay? God-given gifts and abilities that they're using in this physical realm to be able to manifest. So I don't care, again, what they do for a living. If God taught you or gave you the ability to be able to be a bomb-ass hair braider, and you decided, all right, I'm going to use my gifts, my talents to create a business for myself, braiding hair, right? You're going to manifest things in this physical realm because you're doing something that you love to do. Not just somebody that's like, oh yeah, I know how to do hair. So they're trying to pretend that, you feel me, that they're a professional braider as well. But their heart's not in it, so they don't even enjoy working every day. They don't enjoy what they do. The energy does not compare. I don't give a fuck what the product looks like. It's kind of like, like even say for instance with nails, like you can go to one of them salons to where they just crank people in and out, in and out, in and out, in and out. Or you can go to somebody that actually gives a fuck about the health of your nails. Yeah, it may be harder to get in on this person's schedule. You know what I mean? A little more difficult than just somebody that takes walk-ins. But they're not going to rush you out because this time and energy is just for you. You get what I'm saying? It's a difference between this factory type of work, this assembly line ass bullshit, and energies that are going to take the time out to actually cater to you and your specific needs, your health. Somebody is pissed off. They're pissed off. They're pissed off. These people are pissed. But it's because their ability to attack people without people knowing who they are, their ability to stalk somebody without getting caught, their ability to hate on somebody without looking like a hater is done. That time is up. You can see who the enemy is very clearly. You can see who the hater is very clearly. Because I don't even want to say this is an enemy. This is somebody who is just envious. Envious. There could be an Emily, an Indy, Ani, Auntie, Anita, Ania, Anaya, Anaya, Anya. A names feel like they can be a really big factor in this equation. And the letter O, O, D. They're mad that their facade, their lifestyles, their image, their fake ass world is crumbling before their eyes. But it's happening in front of other people. So it's like, damn, like you ain't never got nothing positive to say. You ain't never, you feel me, been supportive. You ain't never been loving. You always arguing and fighting and starting shit with somebody. Or you don't like nobody. You always hating. Yeah, they're hearing that a lot now. A lot. It could be somebody in this equation whose name starts with the letter R and somebody named Jess or Jessica. That's a factor here. Yeah, they're telling these motherfuckers the truth. Like, you always got problems and drama going in your life. But it's because they're disloyal as fuck. They're not committed to anything. So that's what they're pissed off about. But they're trying to blame somebody for their true colors coming out, when in reality, it's just because this is who they are. It's nobody's fault. It's nobody's fault. We have just moved into the age of Aquarius where people cannot be fake anymore. We see motherfuckers for exactly who they are, you know? Or there are people, the people around them, again, are waking up and becoming a lot more conscious and aware, spiritually in tune with themselves. So their veil is gone. So when they look at other people, they can see directly to their soul. They can see their spirits, not just the physical vessel that they're looking at. So I don't care how made up, dolled up, attractive, handsome, cute this energy is. If they look rotten, or if they are rotten on the inside, you're going to see that, smell that, sense that. Because the third eye gives you a heightened awareness. Well, it's not about just what we're looking at. It's not about what we see in the mirror. It's the soul reflecting off of one another. That namaste energy, the God in me recognizes the God in you. You know, the light in me sees the light in you type of shit. And when you have a light inside of yourself and it's not reflected back through the energies or opportunities that you're a part of, or the people that you're around and shit, you can feel that. You can feel that. So what's the overall advice here? Names that have ended in Isha feel like a really big factor this week. Isha, Isha, anything like that. They've been a real big factor this week. From some hating ass shit. Sense of guilt, shame, and embarrassment that they may be feeling. Of fear of being incarcerated or shut down. Because they've been trying to do that to other people. A fear of being talked about, gossiped about, because that's what they've been doing to other people. A fear of being hated, despised, because they have so much hate inside of themselves towards people who aren't bothering them, haven't done shit to them, don't worry about them, or people that may not even fucking know them. Isha, these motherfuckers be hating. Man, and it's just a gross energy to me. So your advice here is to stand tall, be confident in who you are and what you have established for yourself, you know, because it feels like your name, your energy, your quality of life, your quality of existence, your character is holding a lot of weight. And there are a lot of people who miss you, love you, want to talk to you, want to tell you the truth, want to make offers to you, you know. want to give you the world because they feel like you have saved them or helped them save themselves in different ways. You've helped them discover themselves or discover their purpose. Help them become bigger and better beings themselves. Help them throw away the bits and pieces of themselves that they don't like, that they don't feel. Get rid of situations and opportunities that they know are dragging them down, because you help them restore their confidence in themselves in different ways. Possibly even by promoting them, supporting them, loving them, liking them, sharing shit with them, sharing your light with them. The letter K feels like a really big factor. The letter C or the letter K. Somebody has tried to boss the fuck up on somebody that was just trying to help them, was just looking out for them. And they look miserable, like they want to really apologize. So they're stalking this person, trying to figure out when is the right time to do this shit. How are they possibly going to make up for shitting on this person, for stunting on this person, or trying to belittle them, shame them? I heard cook. Because they don't like the way that they look. They don't like the way that they feel, or they're ashamed of the way that they've acted or behaved. And they know that. I heard they won't talk to me. They won't talk to me. I heard no response. So if you are on the end where you're trying to apologize to somebody or make an offer to somebody, they don't give a fuck. And you have to accept that. The same way that you didn't give a fuck about them and how they felt when you were trying to dismiss them or take from them, hurt them, damage them, their reputation, their image, possibly stealing their intellectual property, taking money from them, helping other people do that. They don't give a fuck anymore. And that's where their free will lies. It's not that they're holding animosity or anger or pain, resentment inside of them. They have freed themselves from this shit. Like I said, they're not confined to the limitations of Saturn. Mankind cannot damage them, cannot hurt them. Because they're focused on God and the godliness inside of themselves. So the apologies that have never been said, the offers that they deserve that were never made, they've accepted this shit wholly and have moved on with their life. So to bring up old shit or to try to resurrect these situations, it's not a factor. They don't give a fuck about having these conversations or these relationships because they know the truth. They've already seen who you truly are and how vicious that you can truly be. So switching back to the other foot, you don't have to explain shit. You being silent, you dismissing these people or pulling yourself out of these equations, coming across as nonchalant, is about to pull out their true colors again. And you'll see that these energies have not changed. They are no different than they were before. So it's like, what the fuck were you apologizing for? What did you make this offer for? What are you even reaching out for? if you still are harboring hate and animosity inside of yourself towards these people, towards these energies in this situation, it's nonsense. This is a narcissist or people who have very narcissistic ways, or people who don't like to be ignored or dismissed in the same way that they've been doing these other people. But now that they feel like an outsider, like they don't fit in, like somebody doesn't want to be their friend, affiliate, and associate, their feelings are hurt. But when their feelings are hurt, it shifts into rage, anger, aggression, jealousy, animosity. And they'll just see this person like holding up their hand, like, you feel me? Like, look at you. Look at you. Like, you think I want that in my life? Flat out. Flat out. Don't resurrect situations that you know are going to weigh you down. Don't resurrect relationships and opportunities that you know are going to weigh you down. You have already set yourself free, relinquished these people, these opportunities, whatever. Move on. Because you know that you are destined for something bigger and better than what these motherfuckers have to offer you anyway. Thank you so much, y'all. I heard Cater or Carter.